Welcome to Quilters Cupboard 12 Days of Christmas. Today is day 4. Welcome to the day when I get to introduce some things from Studio 180 Design. I love everything related to the rulers and the process for oversizing your components, trimming down to get accurate pieces, so the blocks all come together with their components fitting nicely the way that we want them to. Today we are going to feature a couple of what might be considered basic rulers, but in my mind they are essential rulers. We have the Tucker Trimmer 1, which is a 7-inch square piece of template, great for trimming all the sizes of various components up to 7 inches. Then we have the big brother, the Tucker Trimmer 3, which includes the smaller sizes that you see on the Tucker Trimmer 1, but goes all the way up to 13 inches as well. We also have the wing clipper. That is the ruler for making flying geese. How many patterns do we see that have a flying geese component in them? And 9 times out of 10, they don't fit properly the way that we want them to. By oversizing a little bit and trimming them down, we're able to know that they're finishing at the 2.5 inches by 4.5 inches that they need to be, whatever your size is, etc., to get into the pattern. On this particular ruler, you can trim flying geese components from 1 inch by 1.5 inch unfinished all the way up to 5.5 by 10.5 inch unfinished. They're an amazing process. I've got a few sampler blocks here based on blocks I'm making for my Tucker University quilt, and the Tucker Trimmer is fabulous for trimming all kinds of things like quarter square triangles and half square triangles, creating shaded 4-patch blocks, for making combination units. There's so many different kinds of patterns that feature these in a lot of different kinds of ways. The flying geese units from the wing clipper. Like I said, there are so many patterns where you see flying geese components and you want them to fit with your other pieces, and so being able to trim them actually gets you what you're looking for. The large Tucker trimmer that I was showing you is fabulous for trimming large blocks down when you've got oversized star blocks or fussy cutting something large going into a pattern. The Tucker Trimmer 3 is the one that I go to for that. So we have them individually priced, excellent sale prices. The Tucker Trimmer 1 is on sale for $25.99. The wing clipper is on sale for $28.99. The Tucker Trimmer 3 is on sale for $36.99. Each of those are $4 or $5 or $6 off the regular price. And there's also a bundling component. You're able to pick up all 3 of them for an even further discount. That extra bundle discount shows when you pop your items into the cart, and you'll be able to see it then. We also have some fabulous patterns to go along with the rulers that we're talking about today. There's the Love Links pattern, which is all different flying geese, all different size options to create a lot of different finished quilts just by changing the finished size of your flying geese component. So the number of blocks stays the same, but the finished size of your quilt changes based on the size of your block. Fabulous new pattern from their Modern 180 line of patterns from Studio 180 Design. Another very cool new one is called Whirling Dervish, and this is one that you use your Tucker Trimmer for. And again, multiple different size options on the pattern and a very cool looking block. The shaded 4-patch component that I mentioned that's great for trimming with your Tucker Trimmer. Deb Tucker has a really cool pattern that she's created for that. The shaded 4-patch is a very underused block, but creates a really interesting component on its own, as well as drawn into blocks doing different kinds of contrast with your colors and components and shapes, etc. So there's a few other ones that we're bundling in with today's offering, and that is Yankee Pride and Solitaire, as well as Rangeley Stars. There's a wall hanging size and a full quilt size. Each of those patterns are on sale, $3 off, at an amazing price of $14.99 each. We also have some amazing new technique sheets from Studio 180 Design that we're offering on our specials today. Technique sheets come like this. They come laminated so that you can put them into a binder. They have a chart on them for multiple size options of the components that we're talking about. There are some great pictorial ideas on the back of them, And the three that we're offering today along with the Studio 180 products are the Shaded 9 patch, which uses the Tucker trimmer, the Geese on the edge, which is a very cool looking component, new and exciting to create. That uses the wing clipper and the Tucker trimmer, as well as the Cyclone, which is a chart with all different sizes to create the component that we saw in the Whirling Dervish pattern. So all three of those are individually priced at $11.99, or again, there's a bundle package available, which you will see the extra bundling discount when you pop your items into the cart. There are so many things that you can do with the rulers. Like I mentioned, they're fabulous for the components that I talked about, for the oversize and the trimming down. There are additional kinds of things that you can do with the rulers, such as creating picket fence units that you use with the wing clipper. There's an additional technique sheet that is available from Studio 180. It's not part of what we're doing for the 12 days, but knowing that there's something else that we can create with our rulers is a big thing for me. I want people to be able to know that there are multiple things that you can do with your Studio 180 rulers. To be able to take some amazing looking blocks, know that you have oversized the components a little bit, and trim them down so that you can see where you have got your seam allowance extending beyond the edge of the points in your star blocks, to be able to visualize the angles going in both directions, to be able to see the outer edges of your blocks all the way around, to know that when you're fussy cutting something, it's going to be perfectly centered where you want it to be. As well as the very basic components like your half square triangles, your quarter square triangles, your shaded 4-patch, your combination units. The Tucker trimmer is such a basic in your toolbox. These particular rulers that we're showing today are basics in my mind, but they do so more than just the basic components. I highly, highly recommend them, and as anybody who knows me, I am all about everything Studio 180. The success rate that the students have with them is amazing. Really love to see how everybody gets excited when their components come together and their blocks fit the way that they want them to. Give them a try. I'm sure you'll be just as hooked as I am. And thank you for visiting Quilters Cupboard on our 12 Days of Christmas. Merry Christmas.